Hi everybody, welcome to the Self-Full Soul. So this week ahead until Thursday, is today's the solar plexus. We've got Wisdom Keeper as our theme. This is Wisdom Keeper. Let's see. So Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's see. What does the sacral, the solar plexus chakra? I'm obviously still in the sacral energy. What does it have to teach us? What is it teaching us? Nine of Swords. Okay. Knight of Wands, and beneath the deck is the Queen of Coins. So, in the reverse, so there might be some worry about money, and you've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands here. Let's see. So, at the center is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is so amazing because the solar plexus is about our sense of our self-worth and self-esteem, and there's something about love, self-love, this week ahead that we need to focus on. Being aware of where we aren't, being self-loving. You know, it could stem from something outside of us, where maybe somebody else has been unloving towards us, and we're taking on their crap, you know, and being maybe questioning ourselves and being unloving towards ourselves. And so I think that's a big challenge for us, is this self-love. Because for me, the Ace of Wands in the reverse is, look at it, pouring love inside, pouring love within. So that's your counteraction. You're countering whatever negativity there might be. Because, because in life we do experience that, right? What you need to look out for, just watch for this. Don't let your loneliness, or this feeling of loneliness, maybe that's what you're experiencing, or is an aspect of what you're experiencing, or push you to let go of something before time. Maybe feels like the message for the week ahead. And then what's working for you, Nine of Swords, confronting those negative thoughts. You know, we can bury things. What are your emotions? Deal with your emotions. If you're feeling sad, feel sad. If you're feeling angry, feel angry. Don't tamp it down and say, oh, this is silly, I shouldn't feel this. It is a feeling. It is just a feeling, and that's a reality, right? You have the Page of Wands, is this feeling of, but look at this. Okay, so I feel like this message is, don't worry, that you're moving from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You can take yourself from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, and maybe that's something that you can be your goal for the week ahead. So the Page of Wands is action, and if this is upright, it's them that you aiming yourself towards growth, towards the sense of my self-worth and celebrating myself, right? But here it is in the reverse, saying that you are maybe allowing external circumstances, normal, natural to do that, to make you feel down, to cause you to feel down, and that's normal and natural, but you can do something about it. Okay, just remember that. And perhaps part of the journey is in prayer, and reaching out to loved ones from the other side, or in turning within. And look at how this person is being patient with themselves as they grow, or patient with themselves over maybe a project or something, And it could be, for some of you, it could be something that hasn't turned out the way you wanted it. But this card is suggesting this need to be patient, that things take time. Things can meander. It doesn't mean if you feel something is worth you holding on to, do that. And for some of you, this is you being patient with yourself on your personal journey. And then, so here we are, feeling again. This is the advice. It's about feeling. And I want to make the connection with the Ace of Wands from last week. So last week with the sacral, and it's interesting, this has got sacral chakra energies. I think that's beautiful, right? Your healing lies in that writing, and now rewriting that script, right? And communications was the other, the Eight of Wands. So rewriting that, I can because. Okay, so if you watched that one, or even if you haven't, you can go and watch it. Short, they are short. I can because in that one you were saying I can't because, right? Let's get clarifiers. And the decks that I'm using are the Cosmic Slumber and the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, the song that I'm getting, children, hold on to your dreams, believe in love, let love be the light to show the way, and love will shine on you one day. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so there is movement. Look, I think that maybe you've been down. We do have ebbs and flows. No matter who we are, we have ebbs and flows, and it's okay to have an ebb, right? And it's been feeling like the night for you, but that's not the end of everything, okay? Just trust that. It's just nighttime. Daytime follows nighttime. And your daytime is determined by your doing your inner work, doing the self-loving things. So I think that you need to be very, very aware in the week ahead of the self-loving thoughts, self-loving actions. You're just putting energy into yourself this week ahead, and working on the sacral. I will also share a meditation around sacral solar plexus, and I will also share. So you're working on the solar plexus, and you're also. I'll do a Reiki as well, Reiki healing as well. So you've got that. You've got this. What you need to look out for? The Ten of Cups. It's this. Don't give up on a dream. Don't leave. It's almost like walking into the sun with something. Now, the Eight of Cups normally is about suggesting you leave something. I feel it's suggesting that don't leave something. Maybe something you've worked hard on. Maybe a relationship. It's a cup, right? It's something that you are emotionally invested in. So two messages. One, move towards but don't second guess your. I feel this is not throwing something away that has the potential for sunshine. And look at this with the Ten of Cups. It's like a wish fulfilled. It's wish fulfillment is maybe. If it's not showing up as wish fulfillment now, it doesn't mean it won't show up in the future. So don't give up too soon is the message that I'm getting from that. And then with the Nine of Swords, you have the Eight of Coins. So the sleepless nights over. Oh, okay. So this is you feeling your feelings, because that is channeling you towards this, whatever it is you're working on, a relationship, a home, a project, something that you've put a lot of effort into. So use this to channel into this. That's what I'm feeling. And then you get the 7 of coins. It came up around you, right? So you get it as your investment. You need to invest in yourself, into your projections, into the Knight of Wands, right? From the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You need to make some kind of investment. Let me just think about this. It's an investment of patience. It's an investment of cutting yourself some slack. It's an investment of self-love. And then around you, with the 7 of coins, you have the 3 of wands in the reverse. And this is again about being patient, right? So you have these passions, and there's such a link between the sacral and the solar plexus in our reading, I feel. So it's almost like go back and listen to that. Wow, okay. You know, I feel now I'm seeing the matchsticks, the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Wands, that communication, that this exercise that I'm suggesting is really important. Do that. If you haven't done that, I can't do this because. Do that and then move to I can do this because, right? And see what comes up for you. And whatever you do in the week ahead, just let it be a self-loving, so full of self-love and patience. Patience for yourself, for a process, for love, but mainly for yourself, right? And this is about healing. This is about letting that anger out. This is the advice, right? Look at that. There's the person holding their coins, feeling the feelings. So I feel that's it. There's a patience, feeling your feelings, rage against the machine. If you need to do this raging, therein lies your healing and moving. And it's almost like this reading is saying, don't bypass the steps of the feelings. They are important. And the feelings lead to this access to the self, more self-love in a deeper way, one that's not just pretending to be, and to access to some inner wisdom, inner guidance, or it could be, ancestral wisdom, ancestral guidance, or it could even be that leads you to the right person to support you in some healing, access to some knowledge, and wisdom. It's the High Priestess and the High Priest. I feel the Hierophant. Let me see. Let me think about this. I feel like there will be some kind of do the work, patience with yourself, doing the dealing with the feelings, whatever they are, baying, crying, or like walking is very powerful, and I feel in dealing with feelings, but walking, feeling those feelings, you know what I mean? And just spend time doing that. Don't run away from the feelings. And that is the thing that leads to some kind of beautiful aha moment. And it could come from outside, or it could come from inside. It could come from ancestral, could come from prayer. But this feeling of so much joy, like where there wasn't hope, there's the hope there in those wands. There's the hope there in the drumming. Yeah. And that's so lovely. I'm just going to get one more from this other deck now. 5 of Air. Protecting what is yours. protecting what is yours. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there, and I hope this has helped you. And I'll be uploading the Reiki and and a couple of other videos, the intro, reading from the book, the Reiki, and the meditation. And I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.